Okay. This is story 2. You know, I'm gonna try to tell all these stories of worldwide, but just do it in a different world, whatever. But here it go. Now, mind you, I told you I was from the village in Middletown, Connecticut. So I don't know how to say this without making people upset. Okay, I was living in the village at one time, right? And an event happened. Long story short, I'm not gonna say no names, but whatever. My Aunt L, she saved my life. I don't give a fuck what anybody says, how they feel about it, whatever. I know what I went through. I know what I experienced. My auntie saved my life when I was a little boy. Right, almost a little bit after that incident of the last video with the radio. So then she had the incident happen. So my auntie was like, fuck that. My nigga ain't staying here. He coming up the way to Norwich with me. So that's when I was off to Norwich, Connecticut. It was such a change in life. Like that's why like everybody always say like, yo, what these people do? Man, like, please, man. Like, yo, my auntie, all my heart, man. I got a lump in my throat because that lady is so dope. Anyway, she got me out that shit. I'm in the Riverview apartments and shit out. This is back in the day. I don't even call that no more. But you know, I'm out there living the best life. With my cousin L and my cousin C. We out here chilling, doing the most. It was awesome. Best time like my life changed. Like it was so good. But that's when like life, like, you know, it always do that shit. When you just make forgetting about everything, that's when life was like, well, for me, life will remind you of who you are and pay a fucking attention. So like, you know, talking to me. But like, one day, I don't know if I should tell the full story. Let me tell the full story, right? Check it out, right? So I was doing bad in school, right? So my mom was like, yo, every day, yo, she was working with me in my math and shit. So we doing the math every day, you know what I mean? I had it. Mom, we good, you know? She knew she had me. Like, I was good. And fucking, it was a Thursday, right? I came home from school because the test was Friday, but this shit happened on a Thursday, right? So I came home from school, you know. Mom was like, yo, we're gonna do whatever, you know. I changed my clothes, you know, what kids do when they come home from school. My cousin L and my cousin C done made it outside before me. So like, you know, boom, I'm doing my thing, so I go outside. These niggas is like rolling down the hill and shit. We young. These niggas is rolling down the hill, having the time of their life. That's what we do, you know? We boys and shit. We tearing shit up. So I go to like participate and shit, be with my cousins and shit. And you know how kids are. It was just this particular day, like they wasn't fucking with me. So every time I started running towards them, they would run away from me. Yo, word. So I was just like, you know, just on some kid shit, man. Fuck y'all niggas, man. I go do my own fucking thing. You know what I mean? So I go down to this spot that we used to go and play and all that shit, you know, like certain cuts to like get to Glass City and shit, but there was just this one spot. See, where I was from, like I ain't seen nothing. I ain't know no bugs and shit. I was roach and a goddamn beetle that was like green, had black, and then the black had little white things on the thing that would be eating the fucking leaves, and I would pick them off and be looking at them and shit, and get a magnifying glass and be burning them and shit, just doing crazy boy shit. But like I ain't really know shit. But when I went out to North, it's a whole different environment. I seen salamanders. Like I'm in my element. I'm a little boy, so like I'm ill. But I know what grasshoppers are and everything. But at this spot, when tall grass grow tall, it looked like wheat type thing. You know, whatever. And there used to be these big ass grasshoppers on them, like yellow and black and like Sprite green and shit. And I never seen grasshoppers that big before. So I used to be amazed at that shit. So I sat down, right? It's a nice summer day and shit. I sits down, man, and I'm watching them motherfuckers just hanging onto the tree like this and just ever so lightly, you know, blown in the motherfucking wind, side to side and shit. I'm just sitting there watching. I was amazed. I'm a kid, man. Like, stupid shit like that amazed me, man. All of a sudden, I hear rustles in the bushes, like somebody coming through the bushes. So when I look, I just start seeing movement. I get up. I'm like, yo, what the fuck? And word is born. Like, I don't know if you hear about shit, but like, I'm gonna use this word. The shit manifest. I watched something manifest into a tunnel. It was the woods. Like, the woods started moving. That's what I heard with the rustle. And then that shit turned into a tunnel. I kid you not. Like I said, all my videos, this shit is 100% true. Check this out. So I get up and I was like, yo, what the fuck? I'm seeing something I've never seen before. Like, what the fuck? Like, just imagine you in life and you see a whole bunch of shit, then you see this shit as a kid, right? So I'm like this. I'm like, yo, what the fuck? The shit manifesting and shit, right? It's a tunnel. I step right in front of a tunnel. It's dark inside. There's cool air coming lightly out through it, but I can feel it like hit up against me and my face and my body, everything, right? So I'm just sitting there, just looking in there. All of a sudden, like you know, ever been outside and you flash like a flashlight, like you can see something, but like only thing you see is like the eyes and shit. You understand what I'm saying? Like in the dark at a distance or something, like it'd be a raccoon or something. You don't see the raccoon, you just see the raccoon's eyes or some shit. You feel me? That's what I seen in front of me at the end of this tunnel. Like, you know, I don't even know if it was the end of it. It was just there. And these eyes start walking towards me. Terrified out of my fucking mind as a little boy, just sitting there like, what the fuck is my brain is melting through my ears, nigga. Like, pfft, I don't know what, like, nigga. And this is not a dream. It's real life. I promise you, all my kids, this is real life, right? We up in the motherfucking I'm sitting up in the in front of the tunnel and I'm watching these eyes come to me. It's a fucking panda bear. It sits at the edge of the tunnel. I don't know where the fucking bamboo came, but he was chewing on some bamboo because he was just sitting there. He was just chewing on some bamboo. Now I'm watching this fucking thing like I would an animal at a zoo, and this shit is right here in front of me, right? So I'm just staring at it, and this nigga just like, maybe like 30, 40 seconds, I want to say, not even a full minute. The nigga get up and walk into the tunnel. Now this is where it gets crazy. This is why, because it's fucked up, because I'm trying to make you understand, if you're listening to the story, to make you understand, like, okay, like, if you ever was, like, hungry or, like, thirsty, like, let's say water, because you know when you're thirsty, you're just like, oh, even when you're hungry, your stomach, you're like, oh, my God, like, oh, I gotta eat something, or, oh, my God, I'm fucking thirsty. But think of that, like, your mind and your body wants to follow, like, go in that tunnel. Yo, where's one? Because that's what really freaked me out. Because I'm like, I'm scared to death, but like, why am I having, it's almost like a magnetic connection, like some vibration type shit. I'm trying to tell you, that's why my brain can't wrap around the craving, I want to say. It's like a craving, like, you're like, I gotta go in there. And yo, I swear to God, with every being in my body, nigga, I was like, no. And when I was saying that, you know when you turn your neck real quick or something, I don't know if you ever did that shit. I'm on 46. So like, you ever turn your neck, maybe athletes or something, you turn your neck or crank your neck real quick and it feel like some warm fluid busting down your neck or some shit? That shit happened all through my body and I was able to turn around. When I turned around, as soon as I turned around, it was like something like over me. As soon as I said like this, I lost perception of what that tunnel was. As soon as that, it was just like something was over on my back like this, like breathing on me. Like I ain't hear no breath, no nothing. But it was just like, it wasn't like an imagination, but like sort of, like, you know what I mean? Because it was real, whatever it was a force. I felt it, and it was just like over me, like breathing like this. And I just mustered up the courage, and I just took off, ran the fuck home real fast, right? So I get the fuck up in the house, right? And I run in, and my Aunt Elle is sitting there in the kitchen. Now this is the lady who saved me. I said, Auntie, I just seen a panda bear in the tunnel. Like, I don't know what's this right over there about this, that, you know what she told me? She was like, boy, stop lying. Ain't no goddamn panda bears out here. Boy, stop lying. Get the fuck outside. So, this lady who saved me, I turned the fuck, man, and she say something, okay. I turned right around and I left. But like, that kind of like destroyed me now. Because after that, that's when I didn't tell anybody anything anymore. Okay? That's the story. But, wait until you hear the next one. It's gonna be fucking crazy. It's kind of crazy because then after this, I started experiencing like witchcraft. Like then I didn't know, but I started experiencing like witchcraft and like demonic shit. Fucking the pentagram shits and fucking it gets deep. Fuck with me. Come to my next video. It starts. Life isn't a joke.